scheduled for one fall.
We just had a match, right?
It is for the New Zealand Professional Wrestling Championship.
Here we go.
Introducing once again, your champion. He is your New Zealand Professional Wrestling Champion, the Void Heart, J.T. Hollow!
Second title defense of the night from JT Hollow. He defeated Kid Nova in a fantastic and grueling matchup. Notice he's limping. Like I said, Kid Nova targeted the leg, I think going more for the long-term damage than the short-term. Playing the long game, hoping to outlast JT Hollow in New Zealand professional wrestling. Absolutely. JT Hollow throwing out the open challenge. Did he just Lesnar the title? Who? Lesnar? Brock Lesnar? He just dropped it. Maybe the damage still showing from his earlier defense against Kid Nova. Hollow issued an open challenge. Young Tommy Fusion answered. Hollow then dropped Fusion, which leads us into this championship defense that we're about to see. You can see Hollow
introducing his challenger,
worried about his knee.
fighting out of Papua. This is Tommy Fusion.
Tommy Fusion has great potential here in New Zealand wrestling. Great athleticism. Can surprise you with his swinger, his big tornado DDT out of nowhere. Had an epic debut against Just Plain Evil, a 23-year veteran. Came up a little bit short, but has been impressing people all over the country ever since.
Let's see if he can impress JT Hollow tonight. I don't think he'll be impressed whether he wins or loses, frankly.
No, this will definitely be the biggest test of Fusion's short career to date. Referee AJ checking on Hollow. Just to clarify, this will be for the New Zealand Professional Wrestling Championship, the second defense of the night from JT Hollow. Can Tommy Fusion shock everyone here in Newland? Can he send shockwaves through New Zealand wrestling?
Now, we talked about Matty Short being brave for fighting in 2 bouts tonight. Is JT Hollow brave for doing this? Or is this a misstep?
He's confident, that's for sure. You cannot deny that.
As is Tommy Fusion, and we'll see how that goes for him tonight.
Ring the bell.
Expect to see a lot of speed. A lot of technical prowess out of young Tommy Fusion, but do not rest, do not sleep on JT Hollow.
JT Hollow showing off his power straight away in this contest.
Very similar to what we saw in his defense earlier against Kid Nova.
Hey, if it works, then keep doing it.
Absolutely.
Play to your strengths, and his strength is strength.
Now, is this wise to go for another lockup from Fusion?
Holding his own quite well here against the strength of JT Hollow. Perhaps that wouldn't be the case if JT Hollow had not competed earlier tonight. He can't really put as much weight as he'd like to on that knee.
No, exactly. Maybe this is part of Fusion's game plan. Force Hollow to exert the knee early on in the matchup.
And take advantage later. Correct.
Oh, huge toss from Hollow. Fusion seems a little stunned.
Well, got to remember that he also took that beating from JT Hollow earlier when making the challenge. He blindsided him and Saito suplexed him right on the back of his neck. I don't think, whilst he's had time to recover, I don't think he really has fully. You can't from something like that. Not from someone like JT Hollow.
JT Hollow sizing up the young Fusion. Oh, he's got him by the throat.
Right for the throat.
Are we going for the choke slam? Fusion with the counter. Ducks to the shot. Big drop kick.
Drop kick right to the chin of JT Hollow. And another
Big
one.
drop kick.
Tommy Fusion coming in with a game plan.
Oh,
Oh, hesitance there from Tommy Fusion.
bit of a misstep from the rookie in JT Hollow. It's going to make him pay for it.
Yeah, it's a hard lesson to learn and a hard way to learn it.
You can already see the pink marks, the lacerations forming on the chest of Fusion.
Yeah, a blank canvas for JT Hollow to express his love for pain of his opponent.
Oh!
And another autograph from JT Hollow there. JT Hollow visibly slower here. Again, I think that knee coming into play. Tommy Fusion using his speed to his advantage. Not just his speed, but his agility.
Hollow sending Fusion off the ropes. Another big drop kick takes the big man off his feet. Can Fusion capitalise? Did he just call for the swinger?
Maybe.
This is his capital.
Oh! Perhaps calling for it is his downfall.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, what is JT Hollow going to do here?
Hangs him up on the apron. He called his shots and JT Hollow hung him out to dry. The fans trying to bring some life back into Fusion ringside. Hollow taking the time perhaps to wisely recover. Hollow's got the wrist tape, taking a page out of Vic Craig's book.
Maybe he taught him a thing or two at one of those deathmatch shows that I hear they both like to attend and participate in. Not for me, I'm
Referee
squeamish.
AJ finally checking the hands of JT Hollow.
Could we get a Kickstarter going for AJ to have some spectacles so he could observe these competitors a bit closer? JT Hollow bending Tommy Fusion away that he is not meant to bend.
Now keep in
That does
mind
not look comfortable.
the New Zealand Professional Wrestling Championship is on the line here. Referee AJ perhaps being a little lenient knowing that fact, with not starting the count here.
Yeah, you'd hate to have a championship match end on a count out or a disqualification.
Absolutely.
That's not what the fans want to see. That's not what we want to see. But maybe it's what JT Hollow wants to see.
Possibly. I mean, maybe those early on flurry from Fusion has made Hollow a little nervous.
Well, my theory is he was insecure from the get-go. Otherwise, why attack him? Why attack him when he was answering an open challenge to begin with?
Maybe he wants to send a message to the young upstart that this, I know you're good. I know you're the young man wanting to make a name for yourself, but it's not going to be at the expense of JT Hollow.
No, JT Hollow not wanting to be the victim of any kind of uprising, of any wrestlers trying to take him off his perch, let's say.
JT Hollow's had a fantastic 2022 so far. He travelled to Australia, he wrestled the legendary Mad Dog over there. He won the New Zealand Professional Wrestling Championship. He had a fantastic showing against Jamie Tangadesi at Underground in the Last Man Standing.
And a big chop from JT Hollow. Looking like it hurt him too with that. The pain that was brought to his fingers by Kid Nova, that devious Kid Nova. I can understand why a chop that hard would hurt JT Hollow's hands.
I don't think Fusion knows where he's at right now.
No, he's saying
Barely making eye contact with AJ here, which is understandable. Big knee from Fusion. Those follow-up elbows finding the mark.
What is there left to say of JT Hollow's strength?
I mean, we're going to find out here, 2 defenses in one night, how big that gas tank for JT Hollow is. He does have a lot of stamina for a big man.
Absolutely. But the
The
perseverance.
power on display. Keep in mind his knee was torn apart by Kid Nova earlier tonight. He's got to fight through that pain, through that exhaustion,
We're also
to
having-
deliver these power moves.
We're also having to see the perseverance of Tommy Fusion, not something that he's had to really display in his short career so far.
No, definitely not. Referee AJ checking on Fusion to make sure if he wants to continue.
AJ offering to stop the match.
Crowd trying to get Fusion back into this matchup. Oh, yikes.
That chop reverberating around the RSA here in New Lynn.
Hollow's winding up for something big.
Everything he does is big. Including that crash and burn. Fusion taking advantage.
Huge back elbow from Fusion. He's feeling it. He's starting to get some momentum.
Spring-loaded legs of Tommy Fusion. Getting
Off
a lot
the
of
ropes.
impact out of those back elbows.
Ducks a shot from Hollow. Rolls through. Huge close.
Taking JT Hollow off his feet.
Crowd absolutely loving this here in Newland. He's calling for it, the big swinger. He hits it!
He hits it! He hits it! This is going to be it! This is going to be it!
2!
No way!
He just
no
got the
way.
shoulder up. That was a beautiful swinger DDT. That was Tommy Fusion's best shot. And
How?
Hollow kick out.
How close was that?
Tommy Fusion just about sent shockwaves through New Zealand wrestling. You're hearing this crowd, they're roaring to life.
I think he's doubled his fan base in just a few seconds. Imagine how big his fan base will be when he wins this. If he wins this, who knows? He's well on his way.
Is he calling it for one more time? Off the ropes, he slips. Hollow catches him. Pulls
JT
him up.
Hollow seeing that coming.
Rips. Oh! Absolutely decapitates him.
Trying to take the head off of Tommy Fusion. Trying to unfuse the vertebrae within his neck. Is there any left to do?
Fusion is out.
You've already won
We've
with that,
seen this
JT Hollow.
before.
You've already won.
This is the move he used to beat Kid Nova earlier. Oh!
Making an example.
Crawls to the cover. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, and still New Zealand Professional Wrestling Champion, the Void Heart, JT Hollow!
Back-to-back defenses in one night from JT Hollow. What an effort.
What
He's
a message
confident.
to send.
You can see the fatigue wearing on the face of JT Hollow.
What a way to finish off 2022 for not only JT Hollow, but JT Hollow in Hughes Academy. Amazing stuff.
But you can't put away the effort from Tommy Fusion. What a talent. Stepped up to the plate when called. Gave the Void Heart a run for his money.
Well, Tommy Fusion can know that he played that fair and clean. JT Hollow having to resort to some dirty tactics not only before the match but during the match itself. Remember, he did attack him as he answered the open challenge and also used the wrist tape during the match. Perhaps if he didn't, it would be a different story. A different hand would have been being raised and a championship would belong to Tommy Fusion. What a way that would have been to start 2023, going in as champion. But alas, that is not the case, thanks to JT Hollow's actions and reactions.
I don't think Tommy Fusion has anything to worry about with his appearance tonight here at Hughes Academy. He put on a fantastic show and the crowd was very appreciative of his efforts. Fusion has not moved since that maneuver that JT Hollow used.
Oh, no. Come on, keep him away, AJ. Keep him away. What's he going to do?
Hollow's not going back for more, is he?
I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this at all. I don't trust it one bit.
Sign of respect being shown here from JT Hollow to the challenger.